Data protection in the Cayman Islands is regulated by the Data Protection Law 2017 and its complementary Data Protection Regulations 2018, both of which came into effect on the 30th of September 2019. They are enforced by the Office of the Ombudsman. As a British overseas territory, the Cayman Islands Data Protection Law was based on the UK's Data Protection Act 2018, with the aim of achieving adequacy status under the GDPR, and resulted in the law becoming one of the most comprehensive pieces of data protection legislation in the Caribbean. Similarly to the GDPR, the law applies to any data controller that is established in the Cayman Islands and that processes personal data, or that is not established in the Cayman Islands, but that processes personal data in the Cayman Islands, other than for the purposes of transferring this data through the Cayman Islands. In addition, the law provides data subjects with several rights, including the right of access, the right to rectification, the right to request the restriction or cessation of the processing of personal data, as well as the right to cease processing for direct marketing specifically. Entities established in the islands should also be aware of specific compliance requirements under the law, for example, in relation to breach notification requirements. In this respect, the law requires that data controllers report, without undue delay, but no longer than 5 days after becoming aware of the breach, any personal data breach to the data subjects concerned, as well as to the Ombudsman. In such a notification, data controllers must include information on the nature and consequences of the breach, the measures proposed or taken to address the breach, and the measures recommended by the data controller to the data subject in order to mitigate the effects of the breach. In addition to this, data controllers should investigate whether the breach was as a result of human error or a systematic issue, and establish how recurrence can be prevented, whether this is through better processes, further training, or other corrective steps. To ensure compliance with the law and its provisions, the Ombudsman has the authority to, among other things, monitor, investigate, and report on data controller compliance with obligations under the law, order the rectification, blocking, erasure, or destruction of data, impose temporary or permanent bans on processing, or engaging in proceedings where the provisions of the law have been violated, or referring such violations to the appropriate authorities. In this respect, contraventions of breach notification requirements are subject to a fine of approximately €115,000, and contraventions of an information order, enforcement order, or monetary penalty order are potentially subject to both a fine of approximately €115,000 or to imprisonment for a term of 5 years. To facilitate compliance, the Ombudsman has also issued extensive guidance on its website analyzing how to comply with the law. The Ombudsman also provides several checklists within this guidance and highlights where guidance from alternate authorities and provisions from other laws, and particularly EU authorities and the GDPR, may be of use. To continue researching key compliance requirements in the Cayman Islands, use jurisdiction dashboards to quickly access the latest regulatory developments and best practice from leading experts.